Now, today's top stories and Power of 5 weather from News 5. Sponsored by Akron Children's Hospital.
Good Sunday morning, Northeast Ohio, on this 10th of July. Early voting started this week for the special August 2nd primary. These, of course, are the state legislative races that weren't able to be placed on the May 3rd primary. And that May primary was the contest, you'll remember, that gave us the U.S. Senate matchup between J.D. Vance and Tim Ryan, a race that is one of the most closely watched in the country. Now, July normally is a quiet time of the month politically. Not this year, not with a seat in the U.S. Senate up for grabs. Tim Ryan meets with veterans in Brooklyn Heights this day, the last stop on a 3-day 9-city tour of the state. Voters he will need in his matchup with Republican J.D. Vance, who has also been crisscrossing the state as part of a law enforcement tour. An issue where there is a clear divide: abortion.
An extreme position by J.D. Vance that even if you're raped or there's incest, he wants you to be forced by the government to have, bring the baby to term. If you're raped, have a rapist baby. I mean, that just makes no sense.
A PAC now running ads against Vance, highlighting that stance. Vance tells me he takes issue with it and supports exceptions where the health of the mother is threatened.
I'll say, John, that as much as they're trying to paint me as a radical, and I am pro-life, I don't hide from that fact, but as much as they're trying to paint me as a radical, Tim Ryan has defended abortion up to 40 weeks of gestation.
Ryan says it's only in the rare event of a severe complication late in the pregnancy. Where the two walk a similar path is appealing to working-class voters who have been hurt by U.S. trade policies, union workers who were once loyal Democrats but have shifted Republicans since 2016. Voters Ryan is trying to win back.
I think the interesting strategic thing that he's trying to do is run away from the Biden-Harris agenda, position himself as a moderate or even as a conservative in his TV commercials. But at the end of the day, Ryan's record is the record. The policies that have failed the state of Ohio the last couple of years are policies he supported full-throatedly.
Vance said that's why Ryan was absent from President Biden's visit this week to Cleveland. Ryan said he had previously scheduled campaign events in southern Ohio at the time, and he runs from no one.
I'm the face of this campaign. They can try to, tie me to whomever they want. The people of Ohio know I've taken on Joe Biden, I've taken on Nancy Pelosi, I've taken on Bernie Sanders, I've taken on Republicans, I've agreed with Trump on trade. That's just my record. All they have to do is look at it, and, he needs to run against me, not Joe Biden.
Well, so many votes in the Senate are straight party line votes, making each seat crucial for both parties. One such vote came last year with the American Rescue Plan, a bill that included the $86 billion Butch Lewis Act that saved the pensions of 11 million union workers across the country, a victory credited in large part to a couple of retirees from Summit County. Mike Walden of Cuyahoga Falls retired in 2010 with hopes of spending time with his grandkids, not members of Congress. But when the retired Teamster truck driver saw threats to his union pension, those plans changed. He started a committee in Summit County with around a dozen others in 2014. A year later, their concerns became real in a letter that went out to them and around 400,000 others in their pension fund.
Say our pensions would be reduced somewhere between 50 and 70%, if not more, and some a little less. And we know we could not live on that.
Mike's union was part of a multi-employer pension fund, which is a retirement fund created when different companies pool money into a common fund for unionized workers. Soon Mike's single committee in Akron grew to more than 65 nationwide, with him leading them all.
I don't know how I got in there. I guess I raised my hand once too many times.
They would get the attention of Washington and the ear of Senator Sherrod Brown, who would introduce the Butch Lewis Act, named for an Ohioan who fought with Walden to see this wrong righted, but passed away early in the fight, with his widow Rita picking up the mantle. The $86 billion measure to save more than 200 insolvent union pension plans affecting 11 million Americans was finally included in last year's American Rescue Act. On Wednesday, President Biden coming to Cleveland to take a victory lap in front of union workers at Cleveland's Max Hayes High School.
The middle class built American unions, built the middle class of today. I'm keeping the promise, one of the most significant achievement union workers and retirees have received in over 50 years, and that's not hyperbole.
In the audience was Rita Lewis and Mike Walden. Mike sacrificed nearly a decade of his retirement to see to it millions of others would have one.
I was concerned about my pension, but after hearing the stories of so many out there, they were going to lose their houses. Some of them did. They already had their pensions cut. Losing their houses, losing their dignity, losing their lifestyle, losing their health care, everything. I didn't have the right to quit. I had to continue. I had to keep that passion. I had to keep that in my heart, the passion in my heart to fight.
I see Mike Walden in this crowd.
It was that passion, Senator Brown says, was the difference.
You've been at this point without the tenacity of Rita and Mike.
Yeah, I mean, this This has been 10 years in the making. And at the beginning, nobody paid attention, nobody understood it. And they walked the halls of Congress. They came to events all over Ohio. It happened in other states, but nowhere like Rita and Mike did in Ohio. And we finally got it to happen.
And Mike tells me he now looks forward to making up that lost time with his grandkids. With Democracy 2022, I'm John Kasich. Enjoy your Sunday.
Last day of the Tall Ships Festival in Cleveland, and the weather, picture perfect. We're going to have warm temperatures, but it's not going to be humid and not nearly as breezy as it was on Saturday, so calmer overall. High pressure will shift off to the east and allow our next system to push toward us on Monday and into Tuesday, but the rain chance is not overwhelming. I will note that today we'll have ample sunshine, a few more clouds tomorrow with hot temperatures around 90 degrees. Increase the clouds by Monday evening and Monday night and into Tuesday morning. Widely scattered showers and storms will be possible. It is not an overwhelming chance for rain, and many of us will miss out completely. Stray shower and storm possible on Wednesday. We're cool for July by Thursday.
Sponsored by Akron Children's Hospital.